Good afternoon, Skyhawks!
I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Patrick.
And this is Skyhawk Nation.
Welcome to February, National Pet Dental Health Month.
It's also Black History Month, and the Association of Black Students put on a program for the occasion. Let's see the highlights.
Well, that event was pretty fun. Do we have anything else that happened?
Well, we had a senior night, and it was pretty lit. I think we have some footage. Let's see.
Now that we looked at everything this month, let's walk through everything going on next month.
Thanks. Well, there's not much going on in March besides the break. So Evelyn and Melissa went around school asking people what they're gonna do on their break. Let's see what they had to say.
Spring break, I'm gonna drive up to Chicago and then take Route 66 down to LA.
So my spring break usually consists of work. In this year's case, I will be repainting my upstairs and installing some baseboards and crown molding and probably grading some midterms.
My friends and I saved money to go to Korea.
Hi, and I'm going on a road trip. For spring break, I'm gonna go on a road trip.
Just hang out in the house with my friends.
I plan to go to Austin and go kayaking and Lake Travis.
For spring break, I am working and I am going on a road trip with my friends.
Sleep.
Oh, spring break, let me see. There's so many different things that I'm thinking about doing, but I haven't really just narrowed it down. But I think the first thing I want to do is, probably look for a new location, maybe a new home.
Probably gonna work and save money.
I am working at Skyhawk, so you should come visit.
I wish I could do some of the things those people are doing. I'm just gonna sit at home bored.
Well, my spring break is gonna be lit. I'm going camping with my friends.
Well, not all of us can have friends. Closest thing I have to a friend is Isaac. Speaking of which, we should bring him back for wise words.
Take it away, Isaac.
Welcome back to Wise Words with Isaac. Big boats shouldn't float, but they do. If tomatoes are fruit, then surely ketchup is a jam. Why is it that we bake cookies but cook bacon? That makes no sense. Lasagna is just spaghetti flavored cake. In order to fall asleep, you need to pretend to be asleep. These have been wise words of Isaac. I'll see you next time.
Hey Chelsea, did you ever dream about being a cheerleader?
Nah, I'm not about that life. Why'd you ask?
Well, for this month's Club Spotlight, we're taking a look at the cheer team. We tracked down the team captain, Nahyun, to give us some insight into the organization.
Also, Mrs. Williams will give us some more details about upcoming tryouts.
Hi, I'm Nahyun Khan, and I'm the high school varsity cheerleading captain. Cheerleading to me is a way for me to be involved in athletics because we are not a traditional high school, and sometimes it feels like we are not focused on athletics at all, and so cheerleading is a way for me to feel like I go to more of a traditional high school rather than a more college prep school like Summit is. Cheerleaders usually have good teamwork skills, they are articulate, they have good manners. They're pretty much supposed to be the leaders of the campus, and they're supposed to portray our school in a very good light. The most rewarding part of being a cheerleader is when you're cheering on the court and your team actually scores. Like, it's such a good feeling because you're cheering for them and you want them to score, and especially when they win games, that bus ride home is exhilarating and it's so much fun and everyone's very lighthearted, and so those parts of cheerleading is what I would consider the most rewarding parts. Cheerleading practice consists of usually we get changed and then we'll come out to the foyer or outside and then we'll stretch, and then after that we will review our cheers and whether or not we have an upcoming performance. It'll depend on that, whether we practice for a dance or not. Usually we do start practice off with running a little bit, but sometimes it doesn't work out because of the time crunch that we have. But usually we stretch, practice cheers, learn new cheers if we don't have a performance coming up, and if we do, then we review the dance or we learn the dance. Usually at a cheerleading event, it's all very lighthearted, everyone's really excited because we don't get to perform that much, and so whenever we do get to perform, everyone's really excited about what's going to happen, and it's just really fun. Everyone's kind of stressed out a little bit because we don't perform as much, and sometimes we don't know how our school sees cheerleaders, and so we're nervous in that aspect, but usually it's actually a really fun event because we finally get to do what we've been practicing for like all this time.
With close to 3 months left in the school year, it is time to start preparing for the next school year. Cheerleading and mascot tryouts will be on March 28th. The cheer captains will hold cheer clinics on March 20th, 21st, and 23rd to prepare for cheerleading tryouts the following week. If you plan to try out, please reach out to Nahyun Khan and Alejandro Romero for the tryout material. Also, I will hold a mandatory parent meeting March 2nd in room 204 at 5:15. Cheer is open to rising freshmen through senior, male and female scholars. Please come to room 204, high school building, to pick up an application. Applications are due March 20th, along with your most current report card.
Hey Chelsea, have you bought your yearbook yet?
Nah, I'm broke.
Well, how would you like to half off?
Half off?
Yeah, if you buy your yearbook in the month of February, you'll be in it for a raffle to win a $25 gift card.
Whoa, that's almost as cool as our next segment. Wait, they don't know about it.
Well, drum roll, please. Teacher Raps! That's right, Teacher Raps. For this edition, we invited our English teacher, Mr. Andrews, to hash it out. Let's see it.
Hi, my name is Tyler Andrews, and I'm an English teacher here at Uplift Summit. And I'm going to do a rap about Ralph Ellison, who is one of my literary heroes, and in honor of Black History Month. This is a rap that I put together that's partly based on his life, and then based on some of the elements of his most profound novel, The Invisible Man, and I've kind of molded parts of those together to kind of create one narrative, so it's not 100% historically accurate, but I think it does justice to the man.
Greetings from the Great Depression. Wish you were in OKC. Not really. But Ralph Ellison walked those streets. But back then, they couldn't see. But that's where we set our scene. The black lives unraveling. Curtains up on scene one, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents. The Ice Factory. Ralph's father's gasping. He's bleeding on the concrete. His young son's panicking. Establishing our main conceit. A sharp, cold arrow to the chest. sent his father to the hall's rest, and left a lead balloon in the breast of young Ralph. Should he let it drag him down, or should he try to tear it out? How old were you when you witnessed a tragedy? Did you hold your father trembling? Did you press the spot, address the need? His father left him with his final enigmatic statement. Be blessed, my son, trust in truth, never relent. For many years I was a spy, behind enemy lines I lived a lie. Don't ever forget, take up paper, steady your pen, and strike some evil from the world, let some love in. But don't stop there, young man, you'll sink, you'll never swim. In a nation of segregation and a million people sitting in protest of the disgrace of their race. Don't mistake me, in the beginning, it'll be grim. You gotta stare at the lion's mouth and count the rows of teeth. 15 sharp ones on top and 15 bloody ones beneath. Hear the roar coming forth, stick your head in. Leave it there, don't be scared, because if you want to win, no external force will equalize. Instead, opposite to them, the laws of physics and the land will defy you, son. You gotta burst them from within. If you want to be black in this world, you can't be white. If you want to be you in this world, you can't be them, you gotta fight. Where are you gonna stand, young man? On your own 2 feet, spitting the verse? Or in the mass of black voices and black thoughts holding up the sun? Or following a hearse? Individuality or your own group's identity? 2 dark forces, you flail it blindly because you're lost in a foundry and the sirens blare emergency and your eyes are burning from all the lies they're forced to see. So what do? Be a young Booker T and fight for lives gradually? Now the hell with that. Move north and shake the ground in NYC. I'll raise a resistance with one hand. With another I'll burn a million down. I'll run with Raz the Destroyer. Maybe then they'll come around to see me for who I am. Not the X that's become my name. Not the blood burning hot in the vein. Not the hoops I keep jumping through in vain. All those labels that paint me as tame or inhumane. Well, here's a new one. I'm the invisible man. Pulling strings in the game. Thank you.
That was so totally awesome. But I only wonder who's gonna come up next.
Well, the people can decide that too. If you have any good recommendations, tweet it at _Skyhawk Nation. Well, that's all we have for you this month. But remember, fly high, Skyhawk.